Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is John, and I just wanted to come by and tell you guys who I am and about my channel and what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be doing showing a lot of nostalgic toys and vintage toys and all that kind of stuff. But I'm a huge Rock Afire fan, and I'm going to show that stuff too, a lot of Rock Afire stuff that I recently just picked up. So I'm going to be showing that later today, I think. And I'm just going to kind of give you where I am. Like when I was a kid, I always loved vintage toys, always. And there's just something about vintage toys, they just don't make a lot of toys as well as they used to back in the day. And I just think that they're really interesting to collect, and I also love the cartoons and stuff from that period too, from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and even, a lot of the 80s stuff too, of course. And that's pretty much where I am right now. If you look behind me, you'll see that I have all kinds of little movie collectibles. Right here we have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's pretty cute. I've had him for a long time. This is an original from 1984, I think. Yeah, 1984. So there's Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I don't know if that'll focus in. There he is. He's cute. And then we have this little bendy version of Roger Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He's cute. This is from 1987. It's a little bendy toy. He bends, And then I have a lot of stuff up here, really. I mean, just to kind of give you guys a taste of where I am. I mean, here's some vintage Chuck E. Cheese characters. So this is related to showbiz. So there's the Jasper T. Jowls, I think. And it's right. And then Chuck E. Cheese. There he is. This is pretty much classic design with the bowler, And there you go. These are from 1983. This was from 1985. This was from 83, and this was from 85. So, cool. And what else? I just have all kinds of stuff up here. I'm just not giving a shot. Gumby. I love Gumby, by the way. Really loved this growing up. Watching the, we had a thing called the Gumby movie, and it was like a rented VHS tape when I was a kid, and we loved to watch that. And that grew my love for Gumby, and and claymation too. I love the California Raisins and that kind of stuff. The Will Vinton claymation, really cool stuff. This is just going to be a short introduction to my channel, and what I'm going to be posting. It's going to be mainly Rock Afire stuff, but from time to time I'll show some collectible toys and stuff, whatever I pick up. Maybe I'll have a recently picked up thing or something. I do have some vintage G.I. Joes I just picked up recently. I don't really collect them, but they're really cool, and these are really. If you notice, they're not, wobbly like they usually are. Their legs are usually not as stiff as they were. These are brand new almost. Legs are nice and stiff like they're supposed to be. There's two more. This one's a little looser, but still, it's not bad. So, these are some other things. And, well, I guess I can kind of talk about my Rock Afire obsession, I guess, now. Because for a while, I didn't even know what it was, and my dad was the one who really initially, said, hey, don't you remember the Rock Afire? Remember when you were young and we tried to go to, there was a place called Billy Bob's, and they supposedly had at least a Billy Bob, if not the whole animatronic band. And I remember being very excited to go to that, when I was really young, like 4 or 5, maybe 6. But it was the early 2000s. And we left, and we were like all raring to go, and we went there, and then just so happened that the place had been bought out by a skating rink and was turned into a skating rink. So I never got to see, Billy Bob. So I was very disappointed in that, and I've always wanted to see that. And then a few years ago, I found out that Billy Bob was a part of the Rock Afire explosion. I didn't even know that, really. Because when you're a kid, you just see the thing, and you're like, this is what I want to see. You don't understand that there's history to certain things, but I was willing to learn, though, and I learned a lot about the Rock Afire and stuff. And it really all started around my real obsession, kind of 2014, 2015, when I saw the documentary that's on YouTube right now. If you want to watch it, it's a great documentary. But just talks about Aaron Fector and Chris Thrash, I think is his name, and just like these all these different fans of showbiz when they were growing up in the '80s, and they saw the show when it was first there, but they were really young, and now they're going back and they're like reliving like this past. They're chasing like this dream of theirs to own like the Rock Afire explosion band, or individual, or any robot, whatever. But it's just really fun. It's a really good movie, and it's really sad, actually. There's a lot of sadness in that movie, and it has a lot. I think it has to do with the Aaron Fector parts. It can be really sad because they talk about how showbiz was basically. They basically ripped people off and kind of lied and were kind of mischievous. I think that's right. Mischievous. And they kind of pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes, and it's just kind of a sad story about how, the Rock Afire explosion could have been what Chuck E. Cheese are. That they could have been huge, It could have been as big as that, but the thing is that it's all about that creative control. I think that was what Aaron really needed. He needed that to keep his property. I wouldn't have sold it either, but just a really interesting. And now, of course, I love everything Rock Afire. My favorite characters are Mitzi Mozzarella and Duke LaRue and Beach Bear, of course. I like the 3 of those a lot, and I like them all, but. It seems like Mitzi Mozzarella is always my favorite. But then Duke and Beach Bear are kind of like, they kind of take turns at second place. But I really like the whole show and the whole idea of like a live, show, entertainment while you're eating, and but it's just so much cooler than that, really. I can't even really express it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys real soon. I will be posting some Rock Afire stuff, some dolls, and I'll show you guys what I got. So until next time, bye.